Hey everyone, I'm Brian Easterday and welcome back to Eye of the Storm Astrology. So today I wanted to get into a topic to demonstrate a point of what I like to call looking at the breath of consciousness. If you wanted to look at it from a Vedic perspective, it would be, you could call it the breath of Vishnu if you wanted to. That could be applicable. So what I mean by this is, by using astrology, it allows you to see the mind of the all. That's why astrology is known as the eye of the Vedas. So you can observe the play between the masculine and the feminine. And to understand the point that I'm going to be getting to, you have to understand that every single Rashi, every single sign is ruled by a planet. And it is either the external or the internal expression of that planet, with the exception of Cancer and Leo, where they're only ruled by only the one planet, the sun and moon rule them. And they're both, and I'll get into that more. But for basic understanding, you could see that every sign, every Rashi, is either an internal or an external expression, a masculine or a feminine expression. So I have a little slide that I made, and for those of you who used to follow me on the Wizard Factory, you might have seen me do this talk on there, but I kind of wanted to do a little bit of updated one here on this channel. So let me share my screen here. Okay. And then pull this up. Okay, so let me make this a little bit bigger for just a minute. So first off, we can see here that I have all the Rashis, all the zodiac signs listed out: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So the way I got this external and internal is from looking at the planet that rules them. So Aries is ruled by Mars, and it's the external expression of Mars. Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus. It's the internal expression of Venus. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. It's the external expression. So on and so forth. So you see here, it's a play between external, the masculine, internal, the feminine. And that goes throughout perfectly, external, internal, throughout the whole zodiac. Now, you might be looking at Cancer and Leo and say, well, why does that say both? Well, let me explain. So Cancer and Leo are interesting Rashis. They're interesting signs in the sense that they're both very important, and all the signs are, but these are very important steps in the development of the soul. You could kind of look at the zodiac as, and keep in mind, this is just one way to look at it, just for a helpful way to look at it, as the progression or the evolution of consciousness. The evolution is the soul as it develops, starting in Aries and then moving towards Pisces. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean a person with a bunch of Pisces placements is more advanced or more spiritual than a person with a lot of Aries placements. That's not what it means. It's, if you look at the traits of each of them, you can see how it's kind of one sign builds off of the other. So it's a progression. So if you look at that, you can see that when you get to Cancer, Cancer is ruled by the moon. And it's the only sign that the moon rules. So it's both the internal and the external expression of it. And that's because for Cancer people, what's a big lesson for them in life? It's learning about the feminine, about emotions, about nurturing, taking care of others, taking care of ourselves. Well, to do that, what do we have to learn? We have to learn boundaries. You can't truly learn how to nurture and care and feel for others if you don't know how to do it for yourself. So it requires both an internal and an external expression. Same thing for Leo. It's ruled by the sun. Well, Leo's big lesson is to learn how to be the king of their kingdom, but without dominating and controlling other people, without trying to force everybody else to be in their kingdom the way they want or to behave the way they want just because they don't like how how they live their life, or how they speak, or the, like I said, the language they choose to use, those type of things, where you're just trying to control people because you want them to be your way. That's not the healthy, that's the unhealthy expression of Leo. So for Leo to be able to get the lesson of who am I, what's my purpose here, how do I rule my life, there has to be the opportunity for them to do that in an unhealthy way. So to be able to have both of these experiences and to figure out how to rule your own kingdom but not dominate others, well, that requires an understanding of both your sovereignty, but also externally that other people are also the king of their kingdom, and they have the right to rule their kingdom the way they want to, and respecting that. So that's the big lesson there. So that requires both an internal and external expression. But even when you're looking at these, you can look at Cancer. It's obviously, it's a feminine sign, and then Leo is a masculine. So again, it would be internal with Cancer and then external with Leo. So I put both so I could clarify that point, but it's still, that pattern still plays out: external, internal, external, internal, external, internal, all the way throughout the zodiac. So you can think about this as, like I said, what I call the breath of consciousness, the breath of Vishnu. It's a breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and this process that goes on here. So I can stop sharing that real quick here. I find that just a very interesting thing to observe. This is one of the reasons why I say Vedic astrology is the most useful science for investigating and understanding and studying cosmic law, is because you can see things like that. You can see you could see the principal mentalism playing out of how the mind of Vishnu works. You could see the law of gender playing out between masculine and feminine, polarity, movement, vibration. All of that could be observed through understanding how that little cycle work of just that breath of consciousness, that breath of awareness playing out. So just a short little video I want to do. Kind of, again, I'm doing these first videos as kind of a basic setup to the philosophy and the way that I approach practicing Jyotish. That way, when I get into more advanced techniques and reading charts and things like that, and I'm drawing certain conclusions or things like that, people can understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. So we're laying the foundations here. Found this really valuable. If you did, let me know in the comments and what value you did get from this. If you have any questions or any insights you would like to share, I'd love to hear from you guys. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe, share the video around if you found it valuable. And if anyone is interested in checking out my consultations or services that I offer, astrology courses, all that type of stuff, you can go to eyeofthestormastrology.com, or you can send me an email, eyeofthestormastrology@gmail.com, and we can set up a consultation or courses or anything like that from there. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found value in it, and have a great day.